Good evening, students. Today we are going to study about the salts. Now, salt already I have discussed with you when I was teaching you acid bases, and that time I have said you. Once again, let me tell you. Salt is a substance, it's a compound in which it contains a positively charged ion other than H plus ion and a negatively charged ion other than OH minus ion. Alright, it contains a positively charged ion other than H plus and negatively charged ion other than OH minus ion. I told you also some examples like sodium chloride, NaCl, potassium chloride, KCl, where Na and K are positively charged ion and Cl minus is a negatively charged ion. Similarly, we are having K2SO4, we are having NaNO3, we are having NH4Cl. So many are there. So many. Alright. Achha. Now the question is how a salt is being formed then. That also we have discussed. Salt is basically it's being formed by the method of nucleation. There are also some other methods of formation of salt, but basically the salt is being formed with the method of nucleation. The salt is being formed. Okay. So let us see the what you can say reaction. So I have taken here sodium hydroxide, which is a soluble base. It reacts with H2SO4. So what it forms? In the first case, it is going to form NaHSO4 plus water. NaHSO4, sodium bisulfate. Now sodium bisulfate is what? It is an acid salt. Why it is called as an acid salt? Because you can see from H2SO4 which contains two replaceable hydrogen ions. Out of that only one has been replaced. In H2SO4 there is a two replaceable hydrogen ion. Out of that only one hydrogen ion has been replaced. So partially the hydrogen ion is being replaced by a metallic ion. Alright? So that is called as an acid salt. So this is an acid salt. It comes under the category, we can say acid salt. The name of the salt is sodium bisulfate. Again I repeat. Now next is NaOH. It further reacts with NaHSO4. It further reacts with. To form what? To form Na2SO4 plus water. Here what you find? The sodium, the hydrogen ion, here NaHSO4. The hydrogen ion is completely replaced. And we get what? A normal salt. Normal salt, this one is. Alright. That is, it does not contain a hydrogen ion present in it. So name of the salt is what? Sodium sulfate. We can say that. Clear? In this way, what you have seen is there. In the first case, the hydrogen ion is completely replaced. And the second case, partially replaced. And in the second case, the hydrogen ion is completely replaced. So here we get an acid salt and here we get a normal salt. So in this case, what you find is that when the hydrogen ion is replaced, it is replaced by a metallic ion or it can be an ammonium also. Like instead of NaOH, if I take NH4OH, what I am going to get it? NH4, what you can say? SO4, HSO4, ammonium bisulfate. Alright, NH4H SO4. And here you will be getting NH4 whole twice SO4. Instead of Na2, you will be getting NH4 whole twice SO4. So it can be replaced by metallic ion. Alright. Or it can be replaced by an ammonium radical also. We can say that. So now you can see that we have we came to know about two types of salts, basically one acid salt and as a normal salt. The next one is, so what is an acid salt? Already I said you. An acid salt is a salt, listen very carefully, you may write it down also. An acid salt is a salt which is being formed by the partial replacement of a replaceable hydrogen ion of a diacidic or a triacidic, dibasic or a tribasic acid, we can say that. Again I repeat, acid salt is a salt which is being formed by the partial replacement of replaceable hydrogen ion of a dibasic acid or a tribasic acid, because monobasic acid always will give you normal salt. Alright, for example, see here NaOH plus HCl. It is a monobasic acid. Like instead of HCl I can take HNO3, monobasic acid. Instead of HNO3 I can take CH3COOH, monobasic acid. It will always give you a normal salt because it will form what? It is going to form NaCl. See, NaCl plus water. It is going to form. Clear? So in this way, remember that a monobasic acid will always give you a normal salt. Like HCl, HNO3, acidic acid will always give you a normal salt. But a dibasic acid or a tribasic acid will give you normal salt. Alright, when the hydrogen ion is completely replaced, and if it is partially replaced, it will give you an acid salt. We can say that. So what I was saying, an acid salt, again I repeat the definition. Acid salt is a salt which is being formed by the partial replacement of a replaceable hydrogen ion of a dibasic or a tribasic acid. And then what is a normal salt then? Normal salt, again I say you, normal salt is a salt which is being formed by the complete replacement. Again I repeat, normal salt is a salt which is being formed by the complete replacement of the replaceable hydrogen ion of a dibasic, monobasic or a tribasic acid, we can say that. Complete replacement. When hydrogen ion is completely replaced, it is said to be as a normal salt. I think you got it. What is a normal salt? Got it? An acid salt can be sodium bisulfate, it can be sodium bicarbonate, potassium bicarbonate, or sodium biphosphate, we can say that, or sodium dihydrogen phosphate like NaH2PO4, sodium dihydrogen phosphate. Got it? NaH2PO4, I said it. Clear? So you can say that. Clear? NaH2PO4, sodium dihydrogen phosphate. If I write NaHPO4, sodium monohydrogen phosphate or sodium biphosphate, you can say that. Clear? And if I say Na3PO4, then what is that? It is nothing but it will be nothing but your sodium phosphate. Acha, instead that is Na2HPO4, that is your sodium biphosphate. It will be clear. Acha, fine. So in this way, this is about an acid salt and normal salt. Next we will come to basic salt. Some other salts are also there. Next we will come to basic salt. So what is a basic salt? Now basic salt is a salt which is being formed by the that is partial replacement of hydroxyl ion of a triacidic base or a biacidic base. Got it? Of an acid or by an acid, we can say that. Again I repeat, a basic salt is a salt formed by the partial replacement of the hydroxyl ions. Got it? Of a triacidic base or a diacidic base with an acid, we can say that. Now for example, you can say that, see, this one is a calcium hydroxide. What is this? It is a diacidic base, we can say that. Clear? But if I say NaOH, what is that? It's a monoacidic base, we can say that. Clear? The acidity of the base is 1. Here the acidity of the base is 2. Okay, fine. So here if I react with HCl, let us say, and if I get CaOHCl, what I said you, partial replacement of the hydroxyl ion of a diacidic base or a triacidic base by an acid radical. This is an acid radical. So in this way, what you find is here, that is out of 2 OH, only 1 OH is being replaced. By what? By Cl. Are you getting it? Out of 2 OH, 1 OH is replaced. So hence what we get it, this one as basic salt, we can say that. Plus what it will be, that is nothing but you will be getting, that is water molecule you will be getting. That is, I am not interested, I am interested with the salt only. Here we can say that. So now what you will be getting it, next is that what you will be coming to it. Now this is your basic what you can say salt, you can say that. In this way so many we can have it, so many, like you take here copper hydroxide plus HNO3, you take it, copper hydroxide plus HNO3. So when you take copper hydroxide plus HNO3, what you will be getting, that's that CuOH Alright? So that is, the OH minus ion is not completely replaced, it is partially replaced. Remember that, partially replaced. Alright, by an acid of what? Of a diacidic base or a triacidic base. I think you got it, all of you. Basic salt. What it is, a basic salt. So this is an example of basic salt. CuOHNO3. This is also another example of basic salt. How will I get it? HNO3, I said you, plus copper hydroxide. Let me write the reaction only. Clear? This is a basic salt. Next we will be having, after basic salt, we will be having, that is nothing but we will say double salt. The name itself, it said double salt, means what? Two salts. Double salt. So how a double salt is being formed? What you will do is that you will take two what you can say saturated solution of a salt. You will take it and you will mix it up. Got it? You will take two saturated solution of a salt. Listen carefully. You will take two saturated solution of a salt and you will mix it up. Then after that, what you will do is that you will go for crystallization to get the what you can say double salt. What I said, it is a process in which two saturated solution of a soluble salt is mixed to undergo another salt formation, and hence crystallization process is taking place for the recovery of that particular salt. Now, what is that? For example, what I said you, double salt. Now, in case of double salt, we can say it is that FeSO4. dot NH4 whole twice SO4 dot 6H2O. What is the name of the salt? It is known as Mohr salt. Mohr, M-O-H-R apostrophe S, Mohr salt. Or you can say ferrous ammonium sulfate. This is known as. So it is made up of two salts, you can see, ferrous sulfate, ammonium sulfate. Correct? Clear? It is known as, we are taking two saturated solution of the salt, we are mixing it up, we are getting another salt, this is salt, you got it, then you go for what? Crystallization. Upon doing crystallization, the salt which you will be getting it, that is known as the double salt. Similarly, K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 whole thrice dot 24H2. What is this? This is nothing but potash alum. You must be knowing potash alum, which we call it as fitkiri. We are using in a house, alright, for sedimentation of muddy water, we can say that, or it is being also used in saloon, that is after the shaving they are using it, because it is used as nothing but, what is that? Antiseptic, we can say that. Clear? So this is a double salt, potassium sulfate and aluminum sulfate. Now, after double salt, we will come to, that is nothing but known as the mixed salt. Mixed salt means what? It contains either two positively charged ions or it contains either two negatively charged ions. A salt which contains either two positively charged ions or two negatively charged ions. Generally we are having a salt where we are having one positive, one negative. Here either two positive or two negative, we can say that. That is either two acid radical or two basic radical. Acid radical is your negative and basic radical is your positive. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what is that? For example, NaKSO4, sodium potassium sulfate. Two positively charged ions, see, two positively and one negatively. Alright, clear? Like we can have CaOCl and Cl. Do you know what is this? This is bleaching powder, which we call it as CaOCl2, calcium oxychloride. So this is your oxychloride and this is your chloride. So we are having two negatively charged ions, two negatively charged ions. So what I said you? It's either having two positively charged ions or two negatively charged ions. What is that known as? It is known as what? Mixed salt. We can say that. Clear? This is your bleaching powder, calcium oxychloride. Now, next after mixed salt, we will be having the complex salt. Same thing, how a complex salt is being formed? It is being formed by mixing two saturated solution of a salt to get a mixed salt, and same thing, we'll go for crystallization to recover the particular mixed salt, we can say that. So, mixed salt means what? Here we are having a simple ion, complex salt, I mean to say, I'm very sorry, that is complex salt. In complex salt, we are having a simple ion and a complex ion, we can say that. Alright, I'm very sorry again, that is complex salt. Complex salt means it is made up of, that is two, that you can say, that is ions. One it will be a simple ion, another it will be a complex ion. Alright, clear? Like we can have K2HgI4, potassium mercuric iodide. Do you know what is this? This is Nessler's reagent. What is this Nessler's reagent used for? It is a solvent for dissolving ammonia gas. In the lab you will be using it. Nessler's reagent, otherwise known as potassium mercuric iodide. You know this also, Na2ZnO2, sodium zincate, then K4FeCN whole 6. Alright, so what you find is here, the simple ion is your K plus and this is your complex ion. Alright, here simple ion is sodium and this is your complex ion, zincate ion. This is your simple ion, potassium, and this is your ferrocyanide is a complex ion, we can say that. Clear? So in this way, a complex salt is made up of, same thing, you will mix two salt solution, saturated salt solution, and you will be getting what you can say, another salt solution, which will be complex salt, and you will go for crystallization to recover this particular salt. So it contains one simple ion and we are getting a complex ion. So hence we studied about normal salt, acid salt, basic salt, double salt, mixed salt and complex salt. Alright. Next I will be sending you the PDF. In the PDF you will see I am having the solubility of the salt. Alright. I am giving you a chart in the beginning. The solubility of the salt is very important, where you will find all sodium, potassium and ammonium salts are soluble, and a chart has been given in which it is soluble, which is not soluble. Please go through that particular chart. It's very important. That particular chart is just a little bit I told you. Thank you very much.